Hi, this is Asing. You are now watching Asing Math TV. I would like to share the students' t distribution in SPS. As we all know, students' t distribution is one of the commonly used distribution for hypothesis testing. In this video, we will learn how to obtain the values for the given cases that we usually face when dealing with hypothesis testing. Let's first try to obtain the p-value for the given test statistics. Before we are able to obtain the p-value, we have to make sure that the data view is not empty. Simply type any number in the first column, and now we can obtain the p-value. Go to transform, compute variable. For the target variable, we can type p1 since we have 3 examples here. Type and label. Type the complete expression. We have probability of t less than negative 2.43. We should always bear in mind that SPS use less than cumulative. For more than cumulative, we just have to take 1 minus less than. Click on continue. And now we can obtain the numeric expression for the cumulative distribution function for the t distribution. Up. First question mark is the test statistics, which is negative 2.43. Second question mark is the degree of freedom, which is 15 for this case. Press on OK and we should obtain the probability. If you want more decimal point, go to variable view, increase the decimals accordingly. Let's try for the second example. Transform, compute variable, change P1 to P2. Second example, type and label we can change to more than positive 2.43. Click on continue. To obtain more than, simply 1 minus less than. We need positive 2.43. Click on OK and we should obtain the probability. Also, go to variable view to increase the decimal point. However, let's say we have two-tailed test. For two-tailed test, simply 2 times the left tail or 2 times the right tail. Let's try. Transform, compute variable, change P2 to P3. Type and label, change to modulus t. Since we have two tail, click on continue. Since this is the expression for right tail, we can make use of it. We just have to take 2 times. To have times, we just have to press the asterisk. Add bracket. We can make use of this asterisk button if you want. Click on OK and we should obtain the probability. Also, go to variable view to increase the decimal point. Now let's try to obtain the critical value for a given significant value. Go to transform, compute variable. We can take critical value, so C1. Type and label change to the complete expression. We have P t less than k is equal to 0.15. Click on continue. This time we should look for the inverse df. Before that, remember to delete the numeric expression that we previously used. Look for inverse dft, the t distribution. Up. Probability for this case is 0.15. Degree of freedom also 15. Click on OK and we should obtain the critical value. Move to variable view, increase the decimal point if needed. Let's try for the second example. For this time, unfortunately, we have more than cumulative. Always bear in mind that SPS use less than cumulative. If we ask to have more than cumulative, we have to take 1 minus the probability, which is 0.85 to obtain less than cumulative. Go to transform, compute variable, change to 0.85. And this is supposed to be the second example, so we have 2. Type and label change to more than. Continue, OK, and we should obtain the critical value. Also move to variable view, increase the decimal point if needed. Last example, obtain the critical value for a two-tailed test. Go to transform, compute variable. Now we should have C3. Type and label we change to modulus T is equal to 0.10. Click on continue. The probability is supposed to be 0.10. However, we should bear in mind that when we obtain the p-value for a two-tailed test, we take 2 times the value. For this case, in a reverse manner, we should take 0.1 divided by 2, 0.05. And press OK, and we should obtain negative value. For two-tailed test, we're supposed to have plus minus for the critical value. Go to variable view, increase the decimal point if needed. How if we are asked to compare the shapes of the two distributions with different degrees of freedom? We can make use of Excel to generate the t-value. First, pick a suitable starting point, let's say -4, press enter, select the number that we press. Go to field, look for series, generate by columns, we pick step value of 0.001. Stop value 4. To be symmetric, click on OK. We should have a series of number. Press Shift Ctrl down to select, Ctrl C to copy. Back to SPS and we paste the value. Go to variable view, change the name to T, and we should now obtain the probability distribution. Go to transform, compute variable. The target variable we can put P1 for the first distribution. Type and label we have T, follow the T distribution with degree of freedom 5. Click on continue. For the numeric expression, we should look for the probability density function, PDF. Look for the T distribution of the first question mark is the T value. Press T, right to insert. Second question mark is the degree of freedom. Press 5. Click on OK, and we should have the probability distribution. Go to variable view, increase the decimal point if needed. Back to data view, and now we can generate the second distribution. Go to transform, compute variable. We have second distribution to change the degree of freedom to 155. Click on continue, change the degree of freedom to 155. Press on OK, and we should obtain the other distribution as we can see here. Also, go to variable view, increase the decimal point if needed. Now we are able to construct the graph. What we have to do here is go to graphs, look for chart builder, click on OK, look for dual axis, double click on this chart, move one of the distribution to one of the y-axis and the other to the other y-axis. Move T to x-axis. What we have to do here is check for the y-axis, make sure value, check the y-axis, make sure value. Click on the titles or footnotes if you want to insert a title. Click on OK, and we should obtain the shape of the two distributions as we can see here. Make sure we start from the same starting point and end with the same ending point. If different, what we have to do here, double click the chart, click on the y-axis, change the scale accordingly. Make sure we have exactly the same maximum value so that the comparison is valid. Okay, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this. See you.